After a long and comfortable stay in Nashville, I've finally moved back into my van full time. And I gotta say, I'm kind of unsure how I feel about it.
All right, first night back in the van. I'm not gonna lie, it's still hot outside. Already wasted about an hour trying to find a spot to park because I think Walmart is starting to crack down on parking. I'm not sure how I feel about being back in the van, if I'm being honest.
Anyway, ready or not, I'm back in the van and hitting the road. Wait, actually, I need to run a couple errands first. Okay, now I'm ready. For a mountain bike ride, that is. Though Chattanooga is only 3.5 hours into my journey, this visit was perfect timing as Daniel had just had his birthday. So I came through and we continued the celebration by all getting out for a ride on Raccoon Mountain. After one more quick stop in Nashville to see my little brother Mackenzie, I was finally ready to embark on some big days of driving towards Colorado. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Unlike what you see on YouTube, van life can actually be pretty boring sometimes. Especially when I'm just trying to get to a destination, where a pretty standard day is one in which I wake up, make some coffee, drive for 5 or 6 hours, and then find a place to stop and maybe get some work done or go to the gym or something. It's not that I don't enjoy these days, but they definitely don't make for exhilarating YouTube content. Though I did get run off the road by an out-of-control truck at one point.
Bro, what the f? Since I haven't been in the van in a long time, or at least like living in it full time for a long time, there's quite a bit of things that I have realized after the first week or so in it that need repairing, and that's kind of to be expected, but I probably should have done them all before actually getting on the road because it's not like they weren't that obvious. But there's this thing that happens as a creator, and I don't know, I think that you guys will be able to understand it. It's like, so, you know, you have certain resistance to doing chores as is. It's like you put, I don't know, I do. I tend to put things off as long as I can, but then you add on to that already, that friction that there is between like you doing the things that you don't want to do, these chores. Then you add on the fact that you create content out of these things, as in not only do you need to do them, but you also need to film you doing them. And it becomes a whole other level of procrastination that I am just the master of. But we're gonna finally do them today. So let's go. Number one is this solar panel is way dirtier than it should be. Therefore, I am not getting the best pull or draw on my solar panels, and I am not getting the amount of power that I could be. So let's climb up on the top of the van and fix that. I don't have a ladder on my van, so I kind of always have to just figure out a way of getting up to the roof. That would be a big issue if I was up there and that wind blew this door shut. That would not be good. All right, this is where it gets tricky. Mission success. Look at this, look how dirty this is. So for anyone wondering that hasn't seen one of my van tour videos, I have a 300 watt residential solar panel up here. All right, that was super easy. Woo, super clean. It is ready to soak up the sun, baby. This is what the rag looks like. It's quite dirty. All right, now I gotta get down. Down is way harder than getting up. Oh, it's so much sketchier, dude. Oh, that's not that bad, actually. All right, job number one, done. All right, so one thing that I did do before getting into the van, one problem I did fix was, this is my sink, and the water comes down through here into this, and then into this tube right here, which then drops into the gray water tank. So my last tank was actually a much taller one. And so it was like up to here. And the problem was, is this hose was coming over and it was bent like this to get into it, which you can see there'd be a problem with water flowing. So what was happening is I was getting a whole lot of water buildup right there, right underneath this thing, and it would stink. So I did fix that prior to getting in the van, but what I found out while doing that is this. I got down into one of my, oh, it's falling on my face, get off my face. All right, so I found that this hose was pretty nasty. This is the hose that goes down into my water tank and then pumps it out of the water and into my sink. Both ends are gross, by the way. So that's the old one. That's the new one. This is what we got put on there. And knife. What? Cancer and reproductive harm? What? It says non-toxic, lead-free, so I don't know. Anyone in the comments know if I should not be using this to drink out of because of this label? Just gonna kind of do it like this. This stuff is tough. Holy. All right, so now that we got this all cut, just connects onto that. Now we drop this down into the water tank. All right, so this is this is where my water lives. I have 14 gallons, two 7-gallon tanks. This one, we're gonna leave alone. The one that's back here is the one that we hook up. This is how it's like, this is what it's like working in the van. Take it, thread it down into this tank, screw it on, put it into place. Then we have another tube down here that we will put this hose clamp onto, and that will secure it to the end of the nozzle. And bada bing, bada boom. We've got water system again. Sweet, and it's clean. The pipes are clean, but please, someone let me know about that warning. That's kind of worrisome. Sweet, and now watch this. Aim this down the drain. There's my faucet. Got my foot pump down here. Pump. And there goes the water. And I hear it. Yeah! Sweet! Without me doing anything, it goes gravity doing its job. Sweet. All right, another thing that's been bothering me is I have this connection that goes from my fridge, back of my fridge, this is the power cable for the fridge, and it goes over to here, all the way over here behind the water. But there's just this big, so I've tried to tape this before and it doesn't last. So I want to do something about it. So I bought this, which is a oh, I don't know what, I have no idea what you call this thing, but you're supposed to be able to put a, you put a wire in there, and then it's got sticky stuff on the bottom, and you just, well, that's sweet. I like that. Just gonna do it right there. So I don't think this will harm it. And now, that's awesome. I don't have to worry about this wire flopping around. All right, let's go. 3 down. What's up next? You can never get any work done, like any handiwork with your hair down. Anytime you're getting stuff done in the van, you gotta throw in the work bun. Boom, it's back. Let's take a look at the to-do list and see what else we've got. Clean panel, check. Secure wire, check. Dirty tube, check. All right, next up, This is a good one. This is one I really need to do, and I've been regretting putting it off. It's because it's negatively affecting me tremendously.
There's like a highway with tons of cars going by and like lots of traffic noise. Not a problem, doesn't bother me at all, but this squeak, man, bothered me all night. I gotta fix that.
All right, so I got the fan off, and the fan's actually pretty clean, but I'm wondering if I can locate where it's in here. I can hear it. How do I fix that? All right, so I was about to try to like spray some lube or grease up in there, but before I did that, I decided to check handy old Reddit. What some people are saying has helped resolve this issue with their Max Air fans is by running the fan at max power, max velocity, the high setting, for an extended period of time. All right, so I tried it. I left my fan on overnight last night, and yo, check it out. I'm finally gonna be able to sleep peacefully at night. Thank you, Reddit. All right, so the last task is actually really, well, I don't know. It's not like a necessary thing, it's just something I've been wanting to do in the van. I've always wanted plants, like a plant in the van, just to like make it feel more homey, or just, I don't know, I just want to have some plants. And I'm not foolish enough to think that I can have actual plants in here, so I ordered some fake ones. Boom, got some nice succulents, even some like loose pebbles, which I actually didn't realize that's probably not a good idea. But I was really hoping that I could put it over here, but it just doesn't fit with my, already pebbles everywhere. It just doesn't fit with my sink cover. So before I started the camera, I tried something and realized it wasn't gonna happen. I tried to like, I don't have a saw. I don't have like, honestly, I don't even know what I would use to do that, I need to shear off like that much for it to fit in that spot. But until I can do that, I'm gonna mount it over on this side. Got a couple things of mounting tape, double-sided mounting tape, and I'm hoping they're gonna do the job. I'm not gonna lie, this stuff is not instilling confidence in me right now. It's on there. All right. Well, the back one is actually holding really well, probably because it's up against the paint. But sweet, I like that. Check it out. Got plants. Nice little addition to the sink, I think. Just adds a little something in here. They're not real plants, but they're my not real plants, and I'm happy to have them. All right, I'm not gonna lie, feeling pretty accomplished now that I have finally gotten these things that have been sitting on my to-do list checked off. Feels good, the van is feeling a little bit more put together and road trip ready. And speaking of which, we've still got a lot of miles to go because I am heading west towards Colorado, and I only just left Tennessee, so let's get on it. Old Alex wanted to call this a big day. I call this a big day now. It's anytime it's over 5 hours. I used to be an absolute maniac, and I would just do whatever needed to be done in the day, I would do it. I don't like to do that anymore, and there's no reason to force it. Why make my road trip miserable when I don't need to? So yeah, I'm gonna make it to like western Arkansas today from Nashville. So making good distance, and I'll have a few of these days to get to Denver. The road trip was going really well, but I will say I've been pushing through, not feeling great every day. I was like, I wasn't sick, but I was like not full energy, and I had started to develop a sore throat, and well, it's official, I'm sick.
There's pretty much nothing worse than being sick while being on the road in the van. I don't have the option just to lay here in my bed during the day because it's gonna get up to 90 degrees here in Arkansas today. So I'll just see how many miles I can lay down. See if I can't get to somewhere where it's cooler during the day. So like if this got worse, that tomorrow, if I needed to, I could just lay down all day. My body aches.
Thankfully, I was able to make it to Switchgrass, Arkansas, which was much cooler, and it was just in time since I now had developed the fever, taken a COVID test, and gotten a positive result.
Wow, I think I just got a ridiculously nice campsite. It's only $12.50 to stay here for a night of camping. That's actually really affordable. That's really good for, you know, like a really well kept state park. And if I wanted to, I can pedal from here to the mountain bike trails. I didn't stay at the mountain bike trail like campsite. I'm at Wheatgrass, and I am on the water. I can't wait to see it in the morning. Oh man, I'm sick. I feel like garbage. I'm going to bed.
Over the next couple of days, I pretty much just laid in bed and watched movies without filming anything since I was feeling so bad. And though I didn't have the energy to go ride, I did muster up enough to go fly my drone so I could share with you guys how cool this place is. Unfortunately, getting sick pretty much put me out of business for a week, so this is where today's adventure ends. I hope you all enjoyed getting back into the van and coming along for a ride with me today, and you better believe we're going to continue on towards Colorado next week. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching, and until I see you next time, you know what to do. Stay warm, rest hard, and get well, my friends.